hero dies, then so be it.
Be right there, Jay. Be right there.
Alright.
Hey, hey Jay! It's Jay, everyone! He made it! This is iJay here, coming to us via FaceTime, and today we're reviewing Darksiders 2. Window on the corner of the iPad there, it's actually the seat where Jay usually sits, so this is very interactive, very technologically advanced, very smart people here. Jay didn't get to play it because he's house sitting in another location. That's why he's doing this weirdo review with me. The story is, War is basically accused of starting the apocalypse early, and his brother Death knows that he's an honorable man and tries to prove his innocence, and that's where this game takes place.
This reminds me of that time in high school when I tried to prove your innocence.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The cyber sex incident.
The reason I'm not also playing it is because I'm going to do a review of it on the Wii U.
If you love Darksiders, you're gonna love Darksiders 2. The world is completely huge. It's almost 4 times bigger, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 times larger. Yes, the worlds are more open, but it almost seems empty. It almost seems like you're affecting nothing. Like you're just doing your own thing and no one cares.
Did you hear about that guy called Xander Davis came out of the woodwork?
Yeah, and Xander Davis did the UI, the user interface. He did an amazing job. I'm not just saying that because I know him. But yeah, I know about Xander Davis.
But now I can officially come out and say what he said because he's officially come out.
Yeah? Out of the closet?
So, out of the closet, he was hired there to fix the UI. He got everything done in a certain amount of time and they basically fired him or let him go, whatever you want to call it. And he's not actually credited in the game, even though that the interface that you play in this game is almost basically 90, he calls it 90% designed by his work. So I want to take the moment just to say thank you for the work that he's done in the game.
A lot of people don't realize how much work it is, and the only payoff is, you know, I made the game, and to not even get credited is just a kick in the face. It's not like they make loads of money.
It's almost like saying Mike has never edited an episode of 3KB.
I just broke my iPad speaker.
Is the frame rate and the screen tearing there? Do we have those issues again? We got a patch coming out in like 2 minutes.
Maybe. There is frame rate issues, specifically on explosions, boss battles, when a lot of stuffs are happening. I played it on the 360, the Xbox 360, not the PS3 360. Another thing I didn't like about it was the beginning was very slow. It didn't grab you, but trust me, stick with it and it gets better.
It sounds like a date with you, except you do grab.
It's really exciting at the beginning, and then I ejaculate, and then it's boring. At one point in the game while I was playing, I realized all I'm doing now is collecting chests. I wish they switched it up a bit. Puzzles, though, are not that challenging. You kind of could figure out after doing it at first look, but I'm a really smart guy. But let's go to the positive, because I hate being a negative Nancy.
They were developing it, they said that Death would feel a lot different than War. And is that true or not?
True. Death feels like completely opposite. He's very fluid. His parkour skills are awesome. Sometimes it felt like Uncharted, like a sidestep.
Sure it did.
But the art design is back, and I love it. Very awesome art design, very colorful if you like colors. In this one, there's a character's name is Dust, and you see him as a crow or a raven. You just push down the left thumbstick and the crow flies and shows you where path to go. The music is epically awesome, very well done. Boss battles are awesome. It's a typical grinder, almost remind me of like Ninja Gaiden, where there's little stages you have to do, and once you figure out how to beat a boss battle, you can cream them. What? What?
You know how you're saying it was very open world?
Yeah.
In terms of being like an open world, does it remind you of Legend of Zelda? Everyone keeps saying comparing these two games.
It reminds me of Legend of Zelda, but it's never as good as Legend of Zelda. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like God of War 3 sometimes, but it doesn't surpass both of those games. It's a great game. The first one was great and the second one's great. I think it's a touch overrated. The combat is upgraded and I find it way more fun. An excellent thing that Darksiders 2 does is when you find a new item, you can immediately apply it onto your body. You hold down the back button, or you can pick it up, put it in your inventory and put it on later. Get to a point where you'll find something so advanced that your level's not high enough to use it, basically. Yeah, you hold on to it until you can level up. A complex upgrading system, but the way the user interface is set up, it makes it simple for you.
So graphics?
I wouldn't say it's a huge leap from the first one. There was some, you know, shady textures, meaning not up to par with everything else, but you know, that's completely forgivable. I still think that this is on par with the first one, and I gave the first one an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. But if you love this franchise, you should totally pick it up like now. If you love Darksiders, you should get Darksiders 2. You probably have it already. There's tiny incremental improvements, but not enough to like bump it up to like an 8.5 for me. It actually is a miracle that it's still on par with the first.
For 2 years and all the difficulties that THQ is going through, and
Yeah.
the fact that they fire staff constantly, because this could have easily been just a complete shit show.
But saying that, I hope that they learn their lesson and to not expect that they're going to make like an epic gem game, right? You have to do it right. You can't screw people over during the process. Thank you for joining me today, iJay. Remember to like and please subscribe to the video if you're new to us.
Vote for Toby.
Oh yeah, vote for Toby online, link in the underbar. Jay's dog.
And by the way, what that is about, I'll just say really quickly, every time you vote, they actually, Fido, which is a cellular company in Canada, they're going to donate $1 towards the Guide Dogs of Canada. So you can actually vote every day with the link in the underbar, and every time you vote, it actually means $1 is put into the pot. So you're actually helping out. This isn't just like a pointless thing just for Toby to win. Toby went from 2,900 all the way. We got him to 20th. So let's get him into first place, guys. Hey, I have an idea. What do you think of this?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay.